Hey, the kids' favorite ride. I've just got that thing right there. Drives me crazy. Supposed to be a stick coming out of the floor down here. But it fits three comfortably, so. For the price when we bought it, I can't complain. This thing ends up with the seed box on it. So it's full, right? Okay, make sure you get that one on really tight. Otherwise it will leak if this one's full. And always fun. Let's put a 120-gallon tank on one side and a 60-gallon tank on the other side. They're connected together with a crossover, so if the small tank doesn't have the lid on tight, guess what? It will run out. So look at that. She's serious. I didn't know how much was left in here, so. And we look in the mirror. Hey, looky there. I know, it's not that big. It's only a 20-footer, but we pull it with this thing anyway. I ain't into pulling stuff with a pickup that you should pull with something bigger. This thing pulls it quite nicely. And you know what? It gets the same mileage with it on it as a pickup does, so. And it's got a hell of a lot more power. 8.3 Cummins with, it says it's a 5-speed, but you count 5 shifts after you're moving, so there's 6 gears in it. I know what the transmission is, it's just the controller doesn't say what it's got. So anyway, we're going to separate some calves and bring home some heifers. I'm not sure which order yet. I guess if she gets in the cab with me, we're going to be going down the road first. No, she's telling me it's all right, so I'm going to park it. We're going to separate some calves, then go get some critters. Catch it in a little bit. Well, we got 10 heifers. They were out there. They're actually came out of the barn in the mirror. Fun thing about this place is we got to go past it, turn around the intersection, and then back in. But it works. Kind of a pain in the butt with all the extra traffic, but it works. And hey, look, we still got to finish working that up and get some more seed in there. Ain't gonna be for a while. We probably got an inch and a half of rain since the last time we were on it. Probably can't even walk out there right now. So we're gonna run down here, back in right below the shop, between the shop and the barn, and just kick them out with those other heifers. Next load we'll have the bull in the back, and we're gonna dump him off into the tub. He gets a couple shots, and then we're, for right now, just gonna take him to the other end of the barn and separate those other calves out and put them in with him. So we'll get some more a little later. I can't see nothing. My wife just got out. She was in with me. The girls are back there somewhere, kind of looking in that little tiny mirror. You can see on your screen, I can kind of see them getting out. Easiest thing to do. When we come back in, we're going to slip that bull down beside the chute along the wall and put him into the tub to get him out of the way. And we're going to have him in the back just because I'm going to have 4 others. So I ain't going to put them 4 in the back and him in the front. So we'll screw around there and then do it. But, here comes the old lady. I better get this out of the way. She don't want to be on film. And look, it fit. Just love the way this barn's set up, but it's rented, so we do what we got. Right there's where we feed hay. Used to be a dairy barn, stood right here. The old part was back where my hopper trailer is sitting. And then they pastured everything. So they went through here and crossed the road to get into what we got worked up. Back then you could do that. Wasn't very many cars. One gate made it halfway across the road and the other made it the other half of the road on the other side, and one person would stand in one hole and one would stand in the other hole. Now if they tried that today, there'd be a bunch of dead cows and dead people. Somebody just got stepped on. Got one heifer's not cooperating. Wants to hang with the bull. Well, I want him in back. And I lied, there's 5 heifers to go in. They thought there was just 4 left. So. And yeah, she's dressed up awful nice to do this, but As soon as we're done loading, she's headed back to school tonight. Fun comedian stuff. The wife holds the gate, otherwise they go out there, and I stay out here because I don't trust that piece of twine. And it's 500-pound knot strength, but that's just it. It's 500-pound knot strength. All right, time for me to go to work. Bull's turn. He's gonna be a jerk. I'm still taking a chance to have a snack. I'm mowing on a piece of pepperoni. So, in case you're wondering why my voice is a little funnier than normal. Come on, boy. Come on, Bam Bam. Let's go. So many ways this could be different. Trust me, I know. Sometimes I just got to step back a little farther. And come on, bud, get up there. That is how we do it. Get her hooked. And we're done for now. Timing's everything. We ended up putting that bull back here with the young ones. Two old bulls standing there going, hey, what the hell? Young one's not knowing what to do. And actually, they're all pretty much the same age in that far pen. 3 of them are leaving here pretty soon. I think one of them's going to go to number 1's house. She's trading a bull she's got because one of her cows is going to be leaving here, I'm sure, to go up there. And it happens to be her son, so she don't want any issues there. And the other 2, I think, since nobody's bought them yet, and we don't have enough meat customers to do 2 extra bulls that we didn't have planned on butchering, they're going to go to the yards. Most likely Monday. Auction day's Tuesday, but I'm busy Tuesday, so we'll take them down Monday, and they're going to be idiots for a bit. Good thing we put him back here. I hadn't been back here since yesterday morning, and it's like, they're out of hay. So no, they're not. Bad thing is, where I come in right there to feed them, the manure's got pushed up into the bottom hot wire, and that happens to be the one the underground's hooked to, so I can't unhook it. I just weaseled some manure out, but I hear it shorting. You probably do too. Come out at night, watch the light show. So they are there. Hey, look at, I see feet. Looks like number 1's feet though. So she's hosing the trailer. And we still got to get all the calves, the rest of them anyway, out of here. Like those 3 little, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little, however many little ones are staring at us. They all get to get out of there, and they'll all actually have a chance at getting some grain because their mamas won't be eating all of it. So we're gonna play in the mud and do that while it's raining. It started raining right when I was backing up back here to get rid of that bull, so now we can play in the rain. Most of it might be inside. We'll see. I'll get more. Don't want to leave you hanging. Look at the poor little babies. Some of them figured it out. I don't need mom no more. I got this big bale of old dried up oat hay. Little grass in it too. Some of that stuff that I brought off the hill, been up there for a couple years. And then you got some of the bigger ones. They're going to stand right there at the gate next to mommy. Mommy's just having a fit. Usually we bring them in and band the boys, give them their first rounds of shots, and put cant sucks in their noses and stick them back out. But the cant sucks can be kind of a pain in the butt. You know, they say however many days. Well, you can leave them in this long, and you can do this, and you can do that. And one year they were actually in for a full week, and unfortunately they're tight enough in the middle of the nose that that year we had about 78 calves on the ground. And we had about 70 of them with holes clear through because they rubbed. And of course they were on some ground creep feed at the time too, which probably didn't help, but we doctored up noses a couple times. But as of right now, everything's officially off the cow. And tomorrow we will see what cows are, as they used to say, headed for the Golden Arches. I don't think they use American beef anymore unless it comes from a foreign country and gets processed here. So, yeah, just one of those farces. So, anyway, our day's about done. All 2 loads up here. Got them put out front. Got the bull put away. And he's one scrubby looking. That poor little guy right there, his mom is about the oldest cow in the place. She should have gone last year. She's one that almost died from the stomach worms. But, you know, unfortunately, we got so many steer customers for live ones at Weaning, and we're right down to where we're going to have like 2 left to feed out ourselves. And there's a couple customers that aren't getting any. But that little bugger, we had him taking a bottle once in a while. He ain't got enough between his ears to figure it out. It was a job. You'd waste more energy than that bottle had in it going out there to try to catch him. And once he got on it, he'd suck it down till it was dry, and then he'd stand there and want to give more. And speaking of his mommy, she's right there. She is a big cow. She has always looked like a dairy cow. She's always been that big. She, even in that state right now, she's probably still 1,400, maybe even 1,500 pounds. She's a sweetheart. I hate to see her go, but I can't keep her around another year, especially with what she got on the ground this year. She started out not having enough milk for him, and it's kind of gone from there. So hopefully he's smart enough to stick his head in the feeder and eat some grain. That one right there, his mama's a good mama. He's, I think, one of the later ones. Unfortunately, we're spread out too much. We didn't finish calving until, I think we were done in the end of May. It might have been the first week in June. But we like to start, I like to start first part or middle of January. And if we calve January, February, and March and get the scragglers done in April, and then you got a pretty good grouping of calves. But as you can see this year, they're all over the place. And in a way that's good, because we got some customers that want lighter calves. They want to feed them out longer, and that's fine. And cows aren't going to be happy tonight either. They're locked in, because we're not going to go chase them all over. They got our bottom and the neighbor's bottom. So there's them to 20 acres, and with a fence in the middle, and the creek goes through it. Plus the old creek bed down there in the bottom. There's another, still an open ditch full of water. So, and there's my old lady there. That's Snickers. Number 1 was supposed to show her very first year showing cows. Had her and another one tied up, and Snickers was just one of those that she wanted to try to buffalo you a little bit. And number 1 was just a little tiny tot then. That we've kept 2 bulls out of her that we've used ourselves, and we've sold 3 bulls out of her. And her calf this year is one of the top calves in the herd, and he still has his nuts. And we might even keep him. We either keep him or sell him, one or the other. We only kept 2 bulls this year, and we usually keep 5 or 6. And yeah, she's another one of those. She's always looked like a dairy cow. She's, I don't know, 1,300 pounds anyway, I suppose. But she's always been a good mama. Always raised a good calf. Is she perfect? No. But let's see, she's a 7. That's an 07 model, folks. She's been around the block a few times. She got 1 reprieve. She was open once. We had, I don't know what it was, between some feed that wasn't the best and not having enough bulls out. She was one of 10 that were open that we kept, and we fall calved, and she caught right back up. So technically she has a calf for every year of her age except for her first year, because she did do it. Doing a fall calving bit, she kept up, and she bred right back and was I don't know, I think she was late March, early April, and next year she slipped right back up into place. So anyway, I'll probably get this one on tonight. I don't know if I'll have a chance to get any video tomorrow or not. We'll see. But for now, yeah, I didn't get the lot scraped the other day either. The rain hit before I had a chance to, and my plan was to put that in spreaders and go put it in a hole I got to fill, but there's too much rock in it to spread it out on the pasture. At least on the hay fields. I got a couple spots in the pasture I don't care if I put all the rock, but I got other spots I can put it. So anyway, and that one, the first cow, number one, did show. Not the most beautiful cow in the world. That is her grandson. He's a nice looking calf. Just put a different head on him. I don't know where that head came from. I mean, that's just don't look right to me. He agrees, see? But he's a damn nice looking calf for what we got this year. So on that one, like, subscribe, ring the bell, do what you want. Well, the more you like, the more that subscribe, the better my channel does. I've got a couple new subscribers in the last week, I see. Sometimes YouTube lets me know about them, and I think there's about 5 more actually, and they only let me know about 3 of them. If you do subscribe and you got anything, I usually check it out. I usually even subscribe, because generally it's something I'm interested in, you know. So anyway, till next time, catch me later.